Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. And in today's video I'm gonna be swatching my entire collection and sharing with you all of my blue eyeshadows, whether it's blue eyeshadow palettes or particular eyeshadows in my palettes and in my singles. So this is gonna be like a big swatch party of everything blue in my collection, and I'm gonna also hopefully try to recommend a couple blue palettes because I do have a couple that are like either full blue or predominantly blue. So hopefully we'll find some nice inspiration here. And obviously I'm wearing like a very blue look. You've probably already seen this look in one of my makeup diaries. If they're not up yet, it will be soon, but if it is, I'm gonna try to link it down below so that you can get inspired and see what I've used. But today you're just gonna see everything blue, so hopefully you'll enjoy that. And in case you're new here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, I love eyeshadows. Obviously that's pretty I think that makes sense with the title of this video and with what I'm wearing. And I also focus on project planning, reviewing new makeup, ranking, swatching. I'm kind of doing everything, and I do post every single day, or at least I try to. And I'm trying to hit 1K by the beginning of summer, so if you would hit subscribe, it would really help me out. But now let's just jump right into the swatching. Okay, so I've gathered all of my singles and blue eyeshadow palettes, or like palettes that have blue in them. And I think I'm gonna start with the ones that are like fully blue, and then we're slowly gonna go into just pops of blue, in case you're not fully committed yet but you want to kind of have like options. And let me actually get my makeup remover ready so that we can go through it. So when it comes to palettes, a full-on blue palette is this Niebeski 2020 by Glamsha, but I don't think it's available yet. But it is absolutely gorgeous blue palette. Like, do you see these vibrant icy blues with this deep royal blue, this pastel, these two shimmers? Like, I'm sorry, but these are just stunning, and I'm gonna have to swatch a couple of them because they're so beautiful. So definitely Niebeski, gorgeous one. Then Szlachta, for sure, also beautiful. Paryski, stunning shade. Like, do you see them? They're so gorgeous. So this is Niebeski. This is Szlachta. And this is Paryski. Let me actually redo this one because I don't think I kind of... Yeah, like, do you see this? These are so beautiful, and I think you can see the insane shine of it. So these are absolutely great, and I love the formula, both the sparkles and the matte, really good ones. Then another blue is the Ice Maiden palette by Beauty Moons. This one is available, or maybe they're restocking it, but from what I know, it is available. Obviously I have these two very vibrant blues. You have this kind of dusty blue, kind of like grayish, so maybe I'm gonna switch that one. Then definitely the shade Sniffle, because I love that shade. And then I have Glacial, which is like gray with hollows in it. It's a holochrome, but this one and this one I have a pan on. But I think I'm gonna switch Fragments, which is again kind of like a gunmetal grayish blue, which I know a lot of people use for like everyday blue shades, especially if you're cool tone. So this dark one is the Friction, this one is Sniffle, this beautiful icy blue, and then this kind of gray green blue is called Fragments. And you can also mix it with like purples, greens, pinks. So it's a beautiful cool toned winter palette, but I actually wear this in summer as well. Like, I love these shades for summer. Then another wintry palette that I think is perfect for summer as well is the Winter Wonderland by Cosmic Beauty. If you want a cool tone, colorful palette, this is exactly what you should be buying. It is wonderful quality, and so many people still rave about this one. Maybe even like show you a little bit more close up, maybe, I don't know. But it is so pretty. My favorite shade from this palette is the shade Frost. I absolutely love this one. Like, do you see that? It's so pretty. Then I think we're gonna do Winter Solstice because, again, beautiful. Obviously Icicle. Should we switch something else? There are a couple other shades, but these are my favorites, okay? So this is the shade Icicle. There you go. Then this is the Winter Solstice. It's kind of like a multi-chrome, and it has green, pink, purple, blue, gold. It has everything. And then Frost, which is my favorite. It's this kind of sea foamy bluish inner corner shade, or I use it in inner corners a lot, and this one has been used many times. It's just so pretty. So that's the Winter Wonderland, obviously a needed palette. Do I have another full-on blue? I think we're gonna start with like half blue, or like, you know, bluish with other colors. So we have Avatar: The Last Airbender water palette from Little Cosmetics from last year, and as you can see, this one is like blue with neutrals, which is very popular combo that people use a lot. I don't particularly love blues in that sense, but the blue shades here are absolutely stunning. I just don't use the neutrals. So obviously Agnakela, where we have to swatch that. Like, do you see this? It's so beautiful. Penguin Sledding. This is such a beautiful, like, still kind of warm blue. Like, when it comes to blues, this one is definitely a lot warmer than most others. And I'm gonna swatch Kurok as well. Usually I don't swatch that many shades, but since these palettes are like primarily blue, I feel like I should. So Agnakela, stunning. Then Penguin Sledding, I also love the name, just like it's so fun. And you can see, like, compared to these, this one is just warmer, you know. It has that periwinkle effect. And then the shade Kurok is kind of like a purpley blue duochrome. So pretty. I love blue shades. Like, blue as a color has been my favorite for a really long time, especially when I was growing up. Like, I loved blue. Then we have the Laguna palette by Glam Show, which I think is also not available. And these ones, I just want to show you. These ones are kind of more like, sorry for the sirens. Kind of more like greenish turquoisey blues, but I feel like these two are still like very blue. Obviously it's a green shade, but they're super close to blue. So I just wanted to mention that. I'm not gonna swatch it, I just wanted to show you. Then what else do we have? There's lots of blues in this color story, which is the Delicious Delights by Cosmic Beauty. This is a pastel palette, and obviously it has like yellows, greens, reds, yes, or like oranges, pinks, but it has a full-on row of blues, which, as you can see, other rows aren't full of one tone, so it definitely has the most blue. I love the shade Sweetie. It's just such a good shade. Then we're gonna do Slushy because, again, it is very nice shade, and I do have a good dip in this. And then I think I'm gonna do Delicious because I've used this shade so many times, and it's like a white iridescent shade that has like a pink, purple, blue sheen to it. Let me actually get my not necklace, bracelet off. So this is Sweetie. Do you see the pigment of it? Then we have Slushy. Sorry, this wasn't a good swatch, but do you see the vibrancy of it? And then obviously Delicious. Maybe let me make a better swatch. So yeah, these are so pretty. And I do enjoy this palette for blues a lot, and I do reach for it a lot for them specifically. Then Another kind of half and half color story is the Polar Express by Nomad, and this one is half blue and half neutrals. Again, it's a popular combo, and I think this is their best blues, and I would even say they're one of the best colorful formulas they've ever had, because these blues are stunning. We're gonna do North Pole. Also love the white, and I do usually use white with my blue looks, so, but I'm not gonna swatch it. I'm also gonna swatch Silver Bell and maybe Frozen Sea. So this is North Pole. Do you see how vibrant it is? Then the Silver Bell, again, it's kind of the like blue silver, so like that. And then the Frozen Sea, very beautiful deep blue. So that's for the Polar Express palette, in case you want to kind of mix your blues with neutrals. You just want to have like a pop. Then, is there something that's also like mostly blue? I know this one has quite a lot of blues. Like, kind of like Tealy blues, but this is the Nomad Fuji 5 Lakes palette. This one is probably my favorite palette from them, or one of two. And I love Mount Fuji. And I love Diamond Fuji, obviously. And I think Kawaguchiko. I think we're gonna swatch that. So these, I'm gonna swatch them on the other side of the palm. So, sorry. So this is Mount Fuji. I don't know if it will swatch the best, but at least you'll see it. This is the Diamond Fuji, and this is Kawaguchiko. I think I'm actually gonna start swatching on the other hand, or should I? Yeah, I'm gonna swatch on the other hand. I feel like I'm in a bad light right now. So again, Mount Fuji, Diamond Fuji, Kawaguchiko. It's not the best swatch, but at least it's something. Can you tell that I have a type when it comes to blues? Yeah. Then I'm just gonna get into a couple of singles and depotted shades now, so to just, you know, make it a little easier for myself. So I have this beautiful Cleo Nut blue, which is called Diadem, and as I said, it's Cleo Nut, and it's from the Glitter Vibrant Multichrome collection. It's a stunning formula. This one is my favorite of these that I bought. So Diadem over here, and again, it's kind of like a tealy blue with that like gold green sparkle through it. Then we have this shade, which is, I knew it, I just can't remember right now. Aqua Fortis, yeah. So this is Aqua Fortis, also from Cleona, but this is their duochrome. It's like vibrant aqua blue going into the steel. And then we have this shade, which I think is called Bubbles, which is from the Dragon Fruit collection. Yeah, it's like a face highlighter, and you can also use it obviously as an eye highlighter. So this is Bubbles, and again, just such a gorgeous shade. So that's Cleo Nut. Then I have a couple shades here that are just like random shades, but this blue, is from Glam Shop. It's their single, and it's called Breeze, I believe. Yeah, Breeze. It's like a deeper blue, but very sparkly and like shiny. Then I have one depotted shade here, which is from the Christmas Eve palette by Oden's Eye, and this one is called Night Sky. It's like a deep, super deep, kind of inky blue, which I do like to use these to either use as an eyeliner or just a deeper shade as an accent. Then I have my Mini Charms All Shimmer palette, and it has this beautiful shade called Cosmic, which I've used a lot both on my eyes and also as a face highlighter. Because do you see that? It's such a beautiful iridescent highlighter. It has like a pink and blue. These are all multi-chromes, duochromes, and they look really nice. It's a softer formula, but it's a really nice formula. Then I have my my summer BYOP, and obviously there are blues here. We have this shade, which I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, Nightmare. It's from the Night Terror by Unearthly. And again, it's one of those like kind of more periwinkle blues. I have this one, which I don't know if it isn't Breeze too. No, it's Angel actually, from the All I Ever Wanted palette. So yeah, we're gonna do both of them, and they're both Unearthly, and you can see again kind of periwinkly, and this one is kind of also like a periwinkle shimmer. So these are really beautiful, and I needed them. Technically I could swatch this as well because it has a blue sheen, but we're just gonna leave it be. I think I have a blue magnetic shade here. Oh yeah, I have this one, which I think is Pool something. No, Lost and Found from Colourpop. It's a single shadow. This one is a vibrant blue. Really pretty. So that, then let me I'm just gonna go the way that the palettes are here, because it would take forever for me to try to find everything. So I have the Drops of Fantasy by DD Signature, and this is a very colorful palette. You have two blue mattes and then one kind of blue shimmer. Let me maybe kind of show you. It is so pretty. I love the vibrant mattes. I love how vibrant this entire palette is. I just really enjoy that. So this is the shade Beads. I have a sunscreen on, so maybe it's not gonna swatch the best. And this is Droplets. Like, do you see the pigment of it? It's just insane. So these two just are so pretty. That's the Drops of Fantasy. Then I have the Mighty Monster by Oden's Eye in collaboration with Annette Oberstadt. And this has more like a turquoisey shades, but this is this shade Oceanic, which is just one of those beautiful pastel blues. I'm not gonna swatch it, but it's just a wonderful matte shade that I do enjoy a lot. Then I have the Beauty Moon Cosmetics collab with Philip. It's the Gospel palette that they've had last year. And again, you have these more like tealy shades, and then this A Antiques, which is very vibrant blue. Again, kind of that like icy blue. Again, I'm probably not gonna swatch it, but it is stunning. Then one of my Pendos palettes, which is the Salmon 2 by Oden's Eye. Obviously I have a full-on row of blues. Some of them are more tealy, some of them are more like regular blues. I love this matte pastel shade because honestly my most used blue shades are these pastel-y ones, and then like iridescent white base highlighters, you know. That's what I use the most when it comes to blue eyeshadows. Then I have a couple shades in this palette, which are not just Colourpop, and they're not all from the Pokemon palette. I've been kind of playing with my singles to try to dupe the 3 palettes, so some of these don't belong here. But I love the Cerulean City. I never know how to pronounce this because I watched Pokemon in Czech. Then I love this one, which is from the Legend of Korra palette, and it's the water bending shade. So I'm gonna swatch that one as well because it's one of my most used blues. I love SSN. I think it's such a great shade. It is original from this palette. And we're gonna have to swatch Indigo Leagues as well. But first, we're gonna start with the Cerulean City. I never know. Then water bending. This one has a little bit of sparkles in it, so they're the two next to each other. And I'm gonna put the SSN over here. Also such a beautiful blue. And then off to the Indigo League. This one is original to the palette, and this one is like a deep bluish purple. Like it definitely, I don't know, in certain lights it's a lot more purple, and then sometimes it looks very blue. So I'm gonna let you decide. So that's for okay. Oh, I also really like the Evolution shade because it is actually quite sparkly and wet looking, which I'm not used to with Colourpop. They're not very good at that, in my opinion. So to me, I think this is a good formula and color story. Then I have the Beauty Below by Blend Bunny, and this has mostly like blue shimmers. I'm really intrigued by the Watery Grave shade because it is a kind of like denim-y grayish blue. And then I think I'm gonna swatch Abyss as well because it's such a deep blue. Oh, wrong hand. So this is maybe a little bit more. This is Watery Grave, and this is Abyss. And it's so deep. And obviously, Blend Bunny is known for their mattes, so this is gorgeous. Then I have a couple of shimmers in the All I Ever Wanted by Unearthly. I have a couple of shades elsewhere, but I'm gonna swatch Siren. This is such a stunning blue. Like, do you see? It's kind of that like tealy, deep blue, and I love it. Love it so much. I just cannot get enough of these blues. So that's Siren. Then we have the Route 66 by Noma. This is kind of like a softer summery palette. And as you can see, you have these like pops. Like this one is more tealy. This one is also kind of teals. And then you have this vibrant shimmery blue. It's not my favorite shimmer formula from them. They can do better. But it's still a nice blue shade that I wanted to kind of pay attention to. And the shade is kind of similar to that beautiful shade from the Winter Wonderland palette. Like the shade Frost, which was here. You know, so it's kind of similar to that. And I have the Smitten palette by Dia Vroon, which is just a gorgeous, kind of also cool toned palette. And a couple of these have like blue tone, but I'm gonna swatch Catastrophe, which is my favorite tone of blue that I always go back to. Like I always buy even singles in this type of color. It's like, again, like purpley blue with gold speckles in there and a little bit of green as well. And that's just kind of what I enjoy. And then you have the Little Ghost by Uden's Eye in collaboration with Angelica Nyquist. This is their like Halloween bundle. And again, you have this kind of denim-y blue, which I find super beautiful. Then you have the kind of like shimmer version of it, this beautiful pastel-y blue, though this one isn't as pigmented as other pastels from Uden's Eye. But I'm gonna swatch Boo, which looks pink, but then it's kind of one of those iridescent shades that have like a blue sheen and a pink base. And I just thought, you know, if you want to add just a little bit of blue but you're not fully convinced that you want to wear blues, maybe try something like this. Actually, it's quite a common shade. I know a lot of brands do these types of shades, that it's usually a pink or purple base, but then the shine is more like blue-ish. So if you wanna dip your toes in, maybe this would be for you. Again, I'm just trying to find something for everybody. And we have the Frog Style Palette by Mio Makeup, which I don't know if it's still available. As you can see, mine is kind of busted. But you have this row of blues. I love the shade Fog. And I live for the shade Night because it is such a... Do you see that? Kind of like a deeper version of that Periwinkle light shade that we've had a while ago. And yeah, so this is Fog. Beautiful pastel. But then the Night, I'm sorry, but this is like... It's like right in between blue and purple. Like, is it purple? Is it blue? No one will never know. And it's so vibrant. So this is nice, and obviously it has also a bit more neutral color story. This shade isn't originally from here. It was depotted here, so don't mind that. Then we have the Lin's collab with Blum Bunny. She also made a water activated liner palette with Glisten, which is from the same collection, but this is how it looks like. There are two shades that aren't original to this palette, but the blues are, and we have the shade Nobody, which is stunning, and the shade Boom. I love both of them. I really do love both of them. So this is Boom. Do you see the depth? And then this is Nobody. I actually swatched that wrong. But yeah, it's such a, again, like very icy blue. Slightly on the tealy side. And I love that. So that's this one. I have one Mika shade here that is blue. Right? Yeah. And it's the shade Lucifer from the Eternal Darkness collection. So pretty. So we're gonna put it over here because it deserves that. And this is kind of like a, I don't know, like a silvery blue. Very iridescent, very beautiful, very fun. Highly recommend. And I have a couple shimmers in this palette. So we have Medusa, which is gorgeous. And it's from Mika Beauty Shop. Again, it's one of those like purple blue with gold sparkle. As you can see here. Like, I just love these, okay? I always need them. So that's Medusa from Mika Beauty Shop. Then we could do this one, which I don't remember the name. Sea Spray. Yeah, Sea Spray from Mika Beauty Shop. And again, like, oh, so good. So gorgeous. What else? Like, there's definitely a lot more blues here, but I think we're gonna stop at that because these are just the ones that I needed to talk about. I have this Chromebook Volume 2 by DD Signature, and there's two beautiful shimmers that are very just stunning, and I need to talk about them. It's the shade Night, which is this kind of turquoisey blue, and then the shade Supreme, which is actually kind of like a blue-green purple multichrome. So this is Night, and this is Supreme. And I don't know if you can see that, but I can see, like, here it's tealy blue, here it's blue, and here it's purple. Like, I can see the flips so easily, and it's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous, stunning shade. So I just needed to mention them because I was so blown away by them when I first swatched that. And that doesn't even say anything about when I first used this palette. Then I have the Glaminatrix Nocturnal Mini Palette, which, again, such a pretty palette. And I have so much sparkles all over my, well, everywhere. But I love the shade Obscurity. Again, it's one of those like periwinkle shades. You have Milky Way, which is this peachy toned base, but the sparkle is slightly more like a pink blue. Then you have Luna, which is again kind of like a purpley blue. Maybe you can see that. And then Nightfall, which is kind of dusty blue. You can see that it has a bit more like gray green type of like tone to it. I don't think I'm gonna swatch it because I have so many swatches on my hands, but also really pretty. And as you can see, it has some neutrals in, some yellows, some like warmer tones, and also a pinks and purples. So even if you're not a full-on blue lover, you can still find something for yourself. Then one of my favorite combos is to mix blue with pink. So I have the Wicked Widow Lovesick palette, which is a beautiful little palette. And you have this shade, which is kind of like, again, this one is a little bit more purple kind of periwinkle, but still. Then you have this Fall For You shade, which is again that like pink based but kind of bluish sparkle shade like we had in the Little Ghost palette. And then we have Love Like Winter, which is such a beautiful sparkly shimmery blue, so wanted to mention that one as well. And we have the Haunted palette by Gourmand Girls in collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny. And I love this shade called Apparition, which is again kind of like a tealy blue. And it has such a glittery, kind of like a super soft glittery formula. We're gonna put it over here. So this is the shade Apparition. Then I have this Unearthly Fall Magic palette, which doesn't have blues, but I have two of them here from the Spring Magic palette because mine is kind of different right now. So this one is the shade Breezy from Spring Magic from Unearthly, and this one is Rainfall. And again, I love these so much. They're extremely pretty. I don't think I'm gonna swatch them because I kind of have them like similar shades here, but still gorgeous. Then we have the Fairy Tale Europe by Nomad. And this has the shade Love Story, which again is kind of like tealy, or kind of like a sea foamy shade. And I want to swatch it because I just really like it. I think this is one of their best shimmers. So over here I kind of slightly went off board, but you know. Then this is the Spring Magic palette, which is slightly different, and a couple of the shades aren't supposed to be here. What are we gonna swatch? Well, actually, do I need to swatch something? I want to swatch this one because again, it's one of those periwinkle shades. And this one is, I think, from the Nightshade palette. No, actually, I think it's from the All I Ever Wanted. It's called Twinkle. And it's like a soft kind of lavendery purple to blue. And it has a pink reflect as well. So I'm gonna swatch it over here. But it is such a gorgeous shade. Again, don't know how people can go without these shades. Because I love them. Then we have the Divination by Blend Bunny in collaboration with Robert Welsh. Obviously, I have a full row of blue shades. I'm gonna swatch Love Line because it is very pretty. Pisces, kind of more tealy. I'm gonna swatch Oracle as well because it's the most multi-chrome. It's like a purpley teal. So Pisces over here, Love Line over here, and Oracle over here. That's for the Divination. Obviously very beautiful. And we have the Singe Beauty Galactic Visitor. And this one has stunning blue shades. We have Beam, which I have to swatch for you. Like, do you see that? Then Encounter. These two are kind of more like a creamy formula. And then I think I'm gonna just swatch these two, even though all of them are stunning. So I'm gonna swatch them over here. So we have this one and we have this one. And you can see this one is a little bit more, this one is a little bit more green, and this one is a little bit more like pinky, purpley, but they have both kind of a blue base there. So that's the Galactic Visitor. And then should I swatch something else? I have a couple singles here. I'm gonna take this one. and this one out. I'm currently duping one color story here, so I have this one, which is the star sign from how's it called? Sinful Echoes. So this is star sign, and I'm gonna put it here. So beautiful, kind of holochromy, very, very sparkly. Maybe you can see. Stunning shade, like absolutely beautiful. I think you saw the holochrominess of it. And then funnily enough, we have another star sign, but this one is from Terra Moons, and this one is a blue to kind of purpley, again one of those like periwinkle shades, as you can probably see. Very, very stunning formula, and it's just really funny that they both have the same shade name, even though they are completely different shade because they are from different brands. So that, I think, is everything. I'm gonna show you one last look at the swatches, and I personally really like these super sparkly, slightly more iridescent shimmers. And then I love these super vibrant, almost neon-y blues, obviously these like pastel shades, and then something very deep inky like this. And yeah, for shimmers, either these multichromes that have like that blue to purple to green to gold, I have loads of them, or very soft, kind of iridescent, no base type of shimmers. So that's my personal preference. But obviously, as you can see, there are a lot of blues to choose from. Some go more green, some go more like purple, pink. So you can definitely kind of mix and match. And I think I have a nice collection of full-on blue palettes, or kind of halfway blue, halfway something else, or just like pops of blues with other formulas and color stories. So I hope I was able to give you some kind of a guide to everything blue. I'm planning on filming and releasing a like multiple look video on how you can wear blues, whether it's accent or a full-on blue look. So hopefully that will come out eventually during summer. But I've already finished video similar to that on green shades, and maybe it's already up on my channel, or it will be in a couple of days. So that is definitely coming, and then I want to do something similar to that with blues, because I know that's kind of what has been a little bit of a request from a couple of people. So you'll definitely get that. But let me know which blues are your favorite, if you have a favorite blue formula or palette, or maybe just like a brand. Let me know down below. And if you have any of these, also tell me in the comments how you like this video, what you've learned here, if you found it interesting or helpful. And let me know which other color should I do next. So have a wonderful day, and I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow with another video. So bye.